You good?
Yeah, you sing go, 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 go.
Right. Welcome back to the Acoustic Shop channel. I am John, here with Jeremy doing a very special unboxing. You know why? Because that's what we do. It is something big. This is the ultimate Tony Rice guitar clone shootout. Of the things that when I finally saw the picture that I was most impressed with, this Sunburst. This looks original, it looks right. If that isn't love.
Well, that's the Mule Skinner Blues.
Hope you guys enjoy it. This is Alan Bybee in Grasstown.
My name is Alec Beshin.
I took that idea, kind of built on it layer by layer. It kind of sounded like and reminded me of some of my influences, so I called the song Borrowed.
Hey guys, it is New Guitar Thursday. Glad to be with you on Thursday. It has been a weird day today.
Welcome back, it's Takeover Tuesday. I'm so happy to have you back here at the Acoustic Shop.
Mask on. Cannonball!
Oh, welcome back to another Shoppe-Talk. Shoppe-Talk at the Acoustic Shop. Last week we were absent because we were at the NAMM Show in Anaheim, California, but we're back at the shop in Springfield, Missouri. And this is Jason, my brother, my other brother John, and I'm their brother Jeremy. It's conveniently worked out that way. We are just here to talk. We do requests, we play music, we talk about instruments, and then just have a bunch of fun. So we hope you guys do too. It's kind of your lunch hour break. We're going to kick off with a really cool instrumental called the East Tennessee Blues.
Yeah, do that.
want the Benny Hill theme, but no.
Well, there you go, East Tennessee Blues. Glad to be with you, folks. It is Shop Talk Day, and we're here to talk
Thumbs
about
up, 100%.
all-
Notes. Thumbs up, 100%.
all the things you guys want to talk about. Make sure to put comments and questions in all the various different chat platforms that you're watching on. Right now, we're on like
Twitch.
all of them: Twitch,
Twitter.
we're Twitter, we're
YouTube.
I'm
Facebook.
gonna just keep saying them as you say them. We're not on Twitter right now. YouTube,
TikTok, I meant TikTok. And
That's it.
Facebook and YouTube.
Facebook, YouTube.
We're on them all, and we're watching it. We're monitoring all this. You know who's
OnlyFans.
monitoring all of this right now? Our trusty sidekick, Keegan. Keegan,
Hey,
say hi
Keegan,
to
are you in the
folks.
house?
We're back, guys.
We're back.
We're back.
That's right.
Keegan is actually still in California. He's working remote. He missed his flight.
Almost.
Almost, really?
No.
I didn't hear about this.
Not really. Hey, I got a question of the day for you guys.
All right.
What is the #1 song you would recommend to someone who has never listened to Tony Rice?
Ooh, that's hard. Because there's so many different ones. Shadows, that's what I was going to say. Yeah, Shadows is a really good one.
Shadows
That's
good.
kind of like an introductory song.
That's good.
Wayfaring Stranger.
Yeah, I can't pick one. There's no way I can pick one.
All right.
There's way too many.
Never heard Tony Rice. See, if there's an instrumental thing, there's like Manzanita.
Sullivan. Me and my guitar.
Basically, if you really want to get into Tony Rice, I'll personally narrow it down to the Tony Rice Sings Word in My Foot album.
That'd be a good
Those are the
introduction.
best ones.
But then again, when you're talking about the instrumental stuff, you
I'm
got
not going to go back on
okay, Unit of Measure.
Native American. Come on, you're wrong.
I've never listened to Tony
Cold
Rice.
on the
Well, I
shoulder.
am sorry for you, Ryan.
Ryan, let us introduce you. Mr. Rice, Ryan, Mr. Rice. Actually, Tony passed away 2 years ago now, and super, super influential in the acoustic music world. Outside, he kind of branched outside of bluegrass. He never really had a banjo in the band. Just played kind of a adult
He
contemporary
played
bluegrass.
in bands with banjos, though. J.D. Crowe and the New South. Before that, yeah. I mean,
Cut
just
his teeth with the jazz with the David Grisman Quintet.
Yeah, there's way too much music, so you gotta listen to it all. It's
And it's his
the
birthday
most.
today. That's
It
why I
is.
brought that up.
Is that why we're bringing that up?
You know,
Keegan?
we'll talk about that.
Yes,
We're
it
gonna
is
put up the
Tony
Taylor
Rice's
history.
birthday. On this day in 1951, he was born.
In 51.
Yep.
Tony is a legendary. We were fortunate enough to meet him a few times, and was always super generous. And he even told Johnny he'd heard of him before, which made John's day.
It did. It did make me feel like I was something for 10 seconds.
Everybody he met.
No, Tony Rice, great. In fact, we should probably do some sort of Tony Rice song right now. What would you do?
I know that's what the hard call there. You got vocal tunes, super awesome vocalist. He lost his voice in the last 10 years or so of his career, or 20 years almost. But early on, like greatest voice in bluegrass.
Did we already do?
We haven't done Manzanita before, I don't think.
Ooh, that would be a mess. We can try it. This will be interesting on this guitar.
Ready?
Never doing it. Yeah.
Memory.
A long time.
What? That was good. That's the man Anita there.
I don't know how he did that. Is that Todd or Mark? I can't remember which one it was on that record. Todd.
That would have been Todd Phillips.
That's hard stuff. So that was a Tony Rice tune from his album called Manzanita.
There you go. Lots of cool stuff there. Yes, I saw somebody asking a minute ago. Keegan, I forget who it was. But someone's asking, is this an Atkins that I'm playing? Yes. Actually, I got two Atkins here right now.
Uh-oh,
we
bass
just
is
got
back.
two in. Oh, bass guy's back.
We got it, buddy. We got it.
Yeah, we got
Just
you.
Save some.
What instruments are y'all playing today?
John, you're talking about
All
your
right,
Atkins?
yeah, this one right here. This one is in, just came in while we were gone. This is an Adkin 37 pre-war triple O. But here's what makes it special. Look at this incredible Madagascar rosewood back and sides. It is great, and it sounds fabulous. Unfortunately, it seems like somebody let one of our... Take my breath away.
You got that?
From Top Gun, I get it. Good job, Jay. Somebody has already got to play this before I got to play with it, and then laid claim to it. So it looks like this one will already be pre-sold. But I also got in a Reserve 43, which is a slope shoulder. I'm going to switch to that one later. Also has some
Atkins
Madagascar
night.
rosewood and Adirondack top, as does this. Really killer sounding OM/triple-O guitar. I like it a lot. So
Very nice. I am
Enjoying
playing, this one came in as a trade. I forget what he traded it for, but it is an Eastman 815V. When they were just coming out with the varnished version of this, it doesn't even say V on the
No.
inside. So this is a varnished 815, so that's Eastman's top of the line maple on the back and sides, Adirondack spruce top.
Looks very similar to your 850.
It does look very similar, except mine, it was really early on in their varnishing, and all the varnish like crackled.
And it's green
This
now.
one did not crackle, so it's very nice. It does have some pick wear on the top here. Somebody had like a finger that did this.
but that said,
otherwise,
they
killer
traded this
mandolin.
on that John Boy, actually, is what they traded for.
A good mandolin.
Yeah, it's a great sounding mandolin.
And we're just getting ready to take photos of it and put it online because it had to sit in its timeout while we waited to make sure the sale was completed, and now it's ready to go on sale. Jason, what are you playing this week?
Playing a new bass this week. No, not.
It's the same one, isn't it?
Same one. We need to get more basses in stock and I'll play them, but
Well,
not
especially
known
that guy
for
that
that.
really wants the bass, bass, more bass, bow, bass. Mr. Bass.
I can't handle that kind of pressure.
Hey,
Yes,
What-
sir.
what is everyone listening to / watching this week? I'm actually going to watch Top Gun, the new one, tonight.
Tonight?
It's the very first movie that I've been really excited for in a long time. So
Really?
Yeah.
Why is
Busting
so?
up the
I want
box
to know
office.
why it is that your generation is so excited to go see Top Gun. What makes that a movie that you want to go see?
Are you a Top
I
Gun
understand
fan?
why
into
I am a Top
people
Gun
at
fan.
my age want to see it, but I'm trying to figure out why your age.
John, the first one was just so good, I have to see the second.
But Goose is dead, right?
Yeah, Goose is dead.
He
Come
is.
You know what
back.
I had a biggest crush on is Meg Ryan in that movie.
Was Meg Ryan in that movie?
I think it was Goose's wife.
Yeah, it's Goose's
Oh,
wife.
that's right. She's hot. She was hot.
You and me both.
Yeah.
Anyway, I've been she's not doing any movies. During the flights, I downloaded all of the Stranger Things. So the last season I got way behind on, and then got mostly through the newest season because my wife won't watch it with me at home because it scares her.
Yeah, see, that's what my
Which
wife
is
did
so-
too.
Well,
She
I
bailed
watched
on
the
me.
first 4 of the new season. Now I'm home and I can't watch it
Yeah,
at home.
and I'm like,
because my wife
when can I watch
And
this?
especially this one. This one's a little bit scarier than the last few.
Really? Huh, I may have to catch up
So
on that.
that's what I've been watching. I binge watched on the flight because we took the Allegiant flight that does not only not have TVs or movie entertainment inside. It doesn't have comfort. It doesn't have padding in the seats.
They didn't even put foam in the seats
Sitting
at
on a
all.
hard
No.
piece of plastic.
They just basically nailed some crates together. So it's in here. I also, as soon as I got back, as I promised my 6-year-old son, we watched the first 3 of Obi-Wan Kenobi.
I watched the first one.
So that's a show.
like it.
It's a season.
Oh yeah, it's a series like.
It's a
the
series. I don't think it's a
Mandalorian?
full season. I think it's.
It's a series.
How many
If I'm not
episodes are
going-
there supposed to be
Oh,
on that,
that's neat.
Keegan? You know.
Does it have,
It's
you
like
guys what's the name in
Mandalorian.
it?
Oh.
John, did you finish Ozark yet?
So I did. I finished it. I got
not done. Don't
99%
tell
of
any
the way
secrets.
through that one, and then I finished it at the house. I watched that also on the plane, And what an ending. You know,
Don't give away.
The last two. Right before,
Give me land, lots of land, and the starry skies above.
I watched the last two before we left with my wife because I wanted to make sure I got them in before we left.
Yeah.
So we sat there packing and watching that, and yeah, can't believe Marty dies.
They all die. It's like a major shootout at the OK Corral. Everybody's dead. It's bloody.
It's kind of weird how they tied it in the beginning of
That's not how it happened.
Terminator. Like, it's
Yeah,
like
it
the way
became
ends,
Terminator
it just kind
in
of
the
rolls
end.
into the ball of the Terminator, and everybody dies. And
Crazy. Speaking of Terminator, guys, we were at the NAMM Show in Anaheim, California, and on one of their mornings talking about like groundbreaking whatever's happening in the world, they brought out two animatronic AI
computers.
women that looked eerily, creepily real. Like their facial expressions, they would stop and think and raise an eyebrow and do these gestures and look at the guy they were talking to. And it was all AI, so that wasn't pre-programmed conversation. They were reacting to what he said, responding. Sometimes they wouldn't wait for him to finish before they start responding, but it was still pretty creepy how far that's coming, and that's starting to look a little like Terminator.
I saw that they performed live later on too.
Yes.
Played music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but before we get to that,
Okay.
we have some announcements. The Ozark Music Shop is back.
Yeah.
Talk about that.
Episode 1.
The
aired-
Ozark Music Shop is back. Is on KOZL TV every
what is
Sunday
the Ozark
night.
Music Shop, you ask?
Well,
I'm glad you asked. It's a TV show we produce out
I'm
of
gonna
the
sneeze again.
Acoustic Shop. Please don't.
Right.
It features us and our friends and things that happen. Hold on.
We do like sneezy. That really works. There's a nerve right there under your nose, and if you push
Yeah,
on
if you
it,
do it on the dog too, it's above the spot right there.
Now
that makes them sneeze. No, this one
Oh, yeah,
stops
that's
the
right.
sneeze.
I get those mixed up. Anyway, the Ozark Music Shop, our TV show. We
Goes
film.
away.
Are you not done yet?
He's
Okay.
just sniffing his finger.
Pizza.
Season 7's back, though. Are you done?
Yeah, I think I got allergies.
Season 7's back. We started off with Rhonda Vincent.
That's right. Guested on the show.
She came back for the second or third time, actually.
We played a
And
game
So,
show with her.
Everybody that can't watch it locally in Springfield, Missouri, which is on the local CBS affiliate, we are also online on YouTube. You can go to the Ozark Music Shop. It has to be different from our actual acoustic shop for legal reasons, for TV and all that.
Except we put it on both.
Yeah, it's on both. So go to our YouTube page. You can watch this most recent episode as well as 7 previous seasons, which is it's got some ground. Talk about cliffhangers. You're just talking about Ozark and Obi-Wan. We have some cliffhangers at the end of each episode.
That's right.
Somebody dies.
Again, what is the song? Arms weak. Feet
I don't
weak, arms
like
are
it.
heavy.
I don't like it.
Bomb spaghetti.
I don't
That's
like
not
it.
Anyway, so yeah, that's fun. We got like a bunch of episodes filmed. and
There's
it's
a
the first
lot
time
of great
since
stuff
COVID.
coming up. You'll enjoy it. The whole team over here has been working on a great new format of the Ozark Music Shop TV show, so make sure to check that out.
All right, so we have a few requests already. We had, what was that first one? The first one was like Georgia. Was it Georgia or no?
No, somebody asked for Summertime.
Summertime. We had Big Sky Odie and Don't Fence Me In.
All right.
So can we do a mashup of all three at once?
I got one. I got Gary Newman.
Yeah, how about you guys play something and then we'll talk about NAMM, all about it. Because I know a lot of people are wondering what your guys' opinions were on it.
Yeah. Everybody's
try and do
waiting
it.
to see what our opinions were.
No reason to live.
What are you
Gary
doing?
Newman?
Gary Newman.
Oh,
Short people got no reason.
okay.
All right,
Little hands.
So we're going to try to do it in C minor.
we can try it. We should have Liz over to sing it. Anaheim.
There was notes there.
Summertime. Living is easy, guys.
It is so easy.
Fish are jumping, and the crawfish, I don't know what the words are.
All right, notes say lots of questions about NAMM. NAMM. All right, what is NAMM? NAMM is the National Association of Music Merchants. Every year, except for it's been off and on the last couple. I've heard
it said that it was the National Association of Musicians and Merchants. I don't think that's true.
Music merchants. Anyway, for the last multiple years, they have had a major convention, sometimes twice a year, but the big one was always held in Anaheim, California. It has everything and anything that has to do with retail and music, and even some stuff that doesn't have to do with retail. I mean, there were stuff for musicians, for helping out songwriting and everything. If it has to do with music, it was there. But the trade show definitely shows off all of the major stuff. This year was a weird year. They came back. There were a lot of big players that decided that they were not going to show up at the NAMM show this year.
Here's a list.
Yeah, here's a list. Some of the big ones like Fender, Collings, Gibson, D'Addario, Bedell and Breedlove. I mean, I can go on and on. A bunch of our vendors that we dealt with, Guild kind of showed up but didn't. Collings did not show up. Santa Cruz did not show up. And that's just stuff in our industry. Lots and lots of big people did not show up. And I'm going to get on my soapbox and said, shame on you companies who did not show up.
Shame.
It was a great show this year. Those who did come did extremely well. We did well. We found some great stuff. We put in orders for a lot of really cool stuff that we're open to show. We actually created content for a lot of stuff that we don't do. We went to the Martin booth. We filmed there. We filmed at Taylor. We filmed at brands that we don't even carry.
We went out early. We went to
that's right.
Eastman and Pomona, and then we went to the Sacramento area to see Deering. We met with Deering and did a bunch of interviews and factory tours there.
We did a bunch of live streams, and links to each of those are in the description. So if you want to watch those full things, go down there. And
by the way, it was San Diego, not Sacramento.
We brought the whole crew out to California for filming stuff, and they filmed a lot of stuff.
That's right. We brought us three plus four more came. And it was incredible. Honestly, incredible. Almost as good. In fact, in some ways, better than in years past. Some things were much better.
100%
Some
better.
things.
I didn't have to wait in line to go to the bathroom every time.
So there was a lot of people there. I honestly want to say it was only down probably in attendance probably about 20% from the overall biggest boom.
Weren't necessarily buyers this year, so there were a lot of looky-loos, but that's fine too. We need people to get excited about the industry and the new products.
Here's what I think. I want to hear what you guys think, but here's what I think. I think the NAMM show has been, in years past, it has always been about the relationships, which I still think it needs to be, between the vendors or the manufacturers who build and the dealers who do it. But I don't think that's what it needs to be anymore. I think it should be those plus the actual consumers. I think what was great about this year was consumers were in the show. They got to see the new product. They got to get excited about it because, honestly, I think you, the consumer, drive this industry more than any. Otherwise, we're just speaking to ourselves. It's always, hey, manufacturer comes out and says, we made this new guitar. These are what you get to choose from. And the dealer goes, okay, whatever, and I'll take a bunch of those. But when you guys go in there and go, you know what? I'm not impressed. You came out with a new electric guitar and you changed the color. I don't care. That shows up. Or, hey, I love that new color. That's what I think drives the show.
Even more so now with NAMM now has a lot of video content creators So there's a lot of people driving the message, influencers, you might say, that are going around the booth and saying, hey guys, this is the cool new exciting thing I found at the show, and that creates a buzz and that gets sales going for the retailers. And I think it's a good combination. Maybe they should have the first few days, maybe extend it earlier into the week for the buyers, and then weekend be a more consumer show.
Yep.
I'll talk to them about it. I'll mention
We'll make it
guys.
all happen.
We'll work it out.
That's right.
It was a great show. I was definitely disappointed in not getting to see some of the things I'd like to have seen. I wanted to check out Irish Guitars, and I understand some of the smaller companies are still struggling to get back from the pandemic world. But stop playing, I'm talking. But I would have liked to see some of those
Every
things,
time.
new brands,
We were doing it earlier.
new businesses that I would like to see. It's kind of sad that they.
It is very
didn't make
sad.
it
There were a
happen.
lot of companies I wanted to see their products.
The good news, I think it was well enough attended that next year,
It will be bigger and better.
my worry was if this one was poorly attended and the vendors didn't show up, then next year they go, see, we didn't have to go there, it wasn't worth it, and then
You
more
know
vendors
my
drop
hot
out.
take, as the kids say these days, I'm going to give you my hot take.
Do
Ladies
it.
and do you have a graphic for that?
Close up on
Jason's
here.
hot take.
Jason's hot take.
Zoom in. Zoom
I
in.
think everybody, especially most of the dealerships and vendors, underestimated NAMM.
Yep.
Said, you know what? We're going to take NAMM this year.
We're not going to show up.
They think
We
they're
don't
big.
need them.
We don't need them. They need us. I wouldn't count NAMM out. They're smart
Nope.
guys. They're great.
They put on a
They
great
are
show.
good- Guys, I use guys as a
I know.
generality.
I
Please
got you.
Quit correcting me on that.
Gender
It's just the
neutral.
world. It's gender neutral.
Okay, I'm with you.
Folks.
Back on my train of thought. Don't count them out. They're smart
Nope.
people. They will make this thing work.
Yep.
It's a good organization.
With or
no
without
matter
you.
what its faults are, they're good. And I say we support them. And
I was
say you
impressed.
support them.
They pulled off a good show under the coming back from COVID umbrella and the, hey, I'm not showing up this year because I've sold so much stuff I don't have enough to fill my booth, so count me out sort of scenario. They still put on an awesome show. So that's Jason's
good.
hot take elaborated by
Give me my list. The stuff that I was most impressed with this year. Eastman came with
Loaded
a
for bear.
crazy amount of new stuff this year. The E6 SSTC, huge seller. Slope-shouldered, thermo-cured, natural top, huge seller. I have a feeling if you have not already done that, you need to reserve those. That one's huge. Since we have come back, here's what I want to tell all you vendors who did not show up. I'm going to give you this is a serious hot take. Since we came back, yesterday alone, I took 5 pre-orders from brands that were there that we and other people
that
showed
saw us
up.
do the videos and stuff.
We did 5 instrument pre-orders for products that don't even exist yet. That's why it was important for you. to
Asana
be
that we don't even
That's right.
normally
We
stock.
took 2 on Monday when I wasn't here. So that was E6s. We've been selling those like crazy already. The John Pisano model, we have sold 2 of those already. The Bourgeois Touchstone guitars, we had been selling those, but now that they got to see them and hear some of them, and we got a new video coming out very shortly, very shortly.
Today.
That's even today. All right,
Should be
today. It will have better tone sample studio versions of those instruments, including the new Touchstone or Bourgeois mandolin that was introduced.
That's not coming out
Huge
today.
surprise.
That's another video, but-
Another video. But we had
Wait for that this
content of that. People are ready for it. They're taking orders on it. And last but not least, the one that I really came out thinking that I would love, and I did, the E20 Madagascar Rosewood MRDTCNOM. Those, again, taking tons of orders on those. Great
instruments. Martin released some really cool stuff. We're not taking pre-orders on those because we're not a Martin dealer. So again, you folks that want us to be, you want us to be, which we had a bunch of people said that on the comments, saying, hey, why are these guys not a Martin dealer? You know what? Contact Martin.
I got Chris CF Martin's direct line. If you guys would like it, I'll give it to you. Also, Deering, went by Deering, they got some new versions of the Good Time Banjo coming out, which are real cool. A kind of powder-coated metal, which is much more durable, looks awesome, hypoallergenic than the
and sustainable.
So that's very cool, and they've updated the inlays. We got some of their limited edition ones ordered already, and then they're going to probably make a lot of that standardized.
Then we got a Julia Bell from Deering that is going to be coming directly from the NAMM Show booth. A Bourgeois that is coming from the NAMM Show booth, which was a banjo killer, one of the best. In fact, they said Dana, that's what Chris told us while we were there, one of his favorite guitars that they built. Gorgeous looking guitar and sounds incredible as well.
More like Banjo Murderer.
It was pretty powerful.
Murderer.
So that one will be on its way here. Lots of great stuff was released. Taylor showed off some new stuff. They're doing the all
You guys
new
need to check the
700
videos out. We did
series.
lots of videos,
Yep.
so you'll get to see what we did. Worth watching because some of it was very cool and fun. So, we also were top 100 NAMM dealers. So every year NAMM does their top 100 dealers worldwide, and they have different categories. We were nominated. We got to the final 3 actually, so we got to be on the big board, and they did a big piece on our shop for best store design. So that was very exciting. So we were up against a really cool store in Spain. You weren't there?
I was eating.
And then another. It was beautiful. Anyway, that was really cool. We should probably play.
I'd like to address something on here. TikTok, somebody named Ben Chambers wants a fight. He's looking for someone to fight, asking for anyone to fight.
I don't know if he means.
Ben.
I don't know if he means physically or just online.
I want to fight
A
now.
war of words.
All right. We had a bunch of questions.
By the bleachers after today.
We had a bunch of questions from NAMM, and I want to cover these real quick. It says, how do you find the Guatemalan rosewood compared to the Madagascar and the 37D28? Honestly, the show's floor was so loud. It at least was tonally close to what I got to hear with that show floor. I could not give you a real run. According to the guy that was that's head designer there that ran us through the booth, he actually thinks it's closer to Brazilian in tone. Doesn't look quite as much as the Madagascar rosewood, but is more sustainable. So there's that one.
He had a good point on it, the density.
Yes.
It makes more sense.
Yeah. So that one, that 37 D28 sounded incredible. I think, again, if you're looking for one of those vintage guitars, reissues, that's a great one to do. Do any new Eastman products apply bourgeois techniques?
Yes.
Yes, a lot of
Just
them
leave it
are.
at yes.
Leave it at yes. All right. AC series is going to have the tone tight necks. There's changes with the finishes. There's changes in the bracing. We cover that in the new video that's actually coming out today.
Otto D'Ambrosio, the head designer at Eastman, actually discusses some of the differences, things they've learned from Dana and all that sort of stuff. So.
Yep.
Opinion on the Taylor Koa guitars and all the maple and the all maple D270E.
Koa was the thing for you.
Koa was it for Taylor. That's what they wanted to talk about. Great guitars. Honestly, you're asking the wrong guy in the fact that I think they're great guitars. It's just not my kind of guitar. And I'm not saying that as a negative, like they're not great guitars. It's just not what I look for when I look for a guitar. I tend to be a little bit more into the traditional body shapes, although I really do love the new 722 from Eastman. Alcoa, for me, is more looks and less beauty. And less tone, but that's my take on that. I'm not a big Alcoa fan. Yeah. And the Maple Dread, as much as they were telling us it's a great bluegrass guitar, it's a great guitar as a dreadnought, uniquely better sounding than I thought it would be with a maple top. But honestly, it is not a bluegrass dread. Let's just be real. It's a great guitar, not a bluegrass dread.
Eastman Stills, we may have one in our warehouse. We'll have to look. But
I have to see if Eastman has any.
They have them at the
They might
booth,
have
so
them. They might have some, so we'll see if we can do that.
Let's take a little break and play another song. Somebody asked for either Big Sciota, what was it? Don't Fence Me In. We also had Gypsy
I don't know
Jazz.
that one.
You could do.
No, we couldn't. I couldn't do that one. I could not do that one.
Sorry, no Gypsy Jazz. So Big Sciota.
So we can try that. What key do you do that in?
I can't remember. I have to go again. It's A, I think. I don't remember. Is it an A? Is it an A or is it a D?
Right there.
I don't know. We'll try an A. mean it's supposed to be in G.
All right.
That's why it was hard.
All right, good enough. Ah. We need more walnut guitars. There is a bunch of walnut guitars coming out. You're going to see some more of those. We saw some from Loudon. We saw some we didn't see any from Gibson, although I know they're making some. You know why? Because they didn't show up. That's why. They just didn't care. They didn't care about you or me. Gosh, I was mad.
Don't get upset.
For a second.
Will the Eastman Mads and Touchstone be available in lefty? Not
sadly,
as
not
far as we know.
Not yet.
Right now, it's already been a hard world for lefties in music. It's going to be even harder because
yes, it is.
The stores can't keep up with the orders for right-handed instruments, and those sell so much faster than the left-handed that they're going to prioritize their quick sellers. So
basically, they don't care about you either.
I would suggest learning how to play right-handed.
We do have some lefty guitars in, though, I believe.
Jason's a lefty, by the way. He plays right-handed. Chris Thiele, the greatest mandolin player, arguably on earth, is left-handed but plays right-handed mandolin.
We do have some left-handed stuff in stock right now.
But it's generally not the top end of most people's line, unfortunately.
No.
Just as an aside, if you're just starting out and you are left-handed, neither one of our hands are really prone to do what we're making them do here. Like, you'd think you'd want more dexterous hand to do all the finger movements. This one's just holding a pick. So you're training both hands to do something that they're not used to. So why not teach yourself to play right-handed, and then you will have such a world of instruments at your fingertips. And it'll start like this, too.
See, another person, Chevy Watson of Monroeville, plays left-handed or right-handed. Yeah.
So you can train yourself to do it.
There's a lot of lefties out there, and I understand. I'm left-handed, so I'm not going to make this big soap part. But what Jeremy said.
It's kind of like a mouse. You could get a left-handed mouse.
There's a natural thing that you have in your brain. Golf swing, couldn't do it right-handed. Can't shoot right-handed. Can't
right-handed.
Swing banjo or swing a
banjo.
Baseball bat. Can't swing a banjo bat.
You can't write.
Or something we need to come up with. Hurry up and play, sir. This is shop talk, not shop play. Please stop yelling at me.
And we just got done with this song like 30 seconds ago.
When you're watching TV and say, "Hurry up and mow the yard."
What's that thing they say about patience?
What do they say about patience?
Patience is a virtue?
Yeah, it's a virtue. So
again, it's in the name.
Yeah, we have a whole list of questions over here that we're trying to answer. Anyway, yeah, Lefty, that was our soapbox.
Also, we got a question. Will we bid IBMA?
The plan is to be there.
Maybe.
We have some big plans, hopefully, for IBMA coming up, and maybe even some other things. We're trying to get out more, do more things. You'll get a chance to hang out with me, Jeremy, and Jason more often.
We had huge plans before COVID, and then everything changed.
So we're trying to get it all back in
the swing of it, and I really hope we'll be at IBMA this year.
Good deal. That sounds like a plan.
We're excited about that.
All right. That'll be fun. Oh, I saw somebody talking about the Boucher BG52 GM. That's a great guitar. We've been selling those. I've got more of them coming. I've got some really special guitars coming in very shortly, too. Boucher's been working a lot with, his name's just Jake Workman, that's who. And there's a couple new guitars that we've got coming in from there that he's been trying out. There's some really cool stuff from Boucher. Bourgeois. Gosh, everybody's putting out some great guitars right now, and we got to see a lot of them. We just got in a new Gallagher Doc Watson that sounds fantastic. This guitar sounds fantastic. I'm excited to play this. This is that 43 Reserve.
These notches look weird from the side. It looks like that's the lower part of the saddle to me. He said come by the Plucket tent if we get there. So what is the Plucket? Please tell us what the Plucket is, and we will come visit you. And we might pluck it. What song can we play? You said you don't know Don't Fence Me In. Somebody requested 8 More Miles to Louisville.
Yeah, 8 More Miles to Louisville. I saw that one.
What's the first verse of that one?
I don't remember how the verse goes.
The world has a fortune fame.
Do you know it? I travel all this country fair, seeking fortune fame. I travel down everywhere. East to Portland, west, running down the line. There's nothing in this whole wide world like gold out there to find. Oh, I know. 8 more miles to Louisville will come into my view. 8 more miles on this old road will never more be still. I knew someday that I'd come back. I knew it from the start. 8 more miles to Louisville. I didn't really know that one. I just heard it.
Musicians who design bluegrass merch started during COVID. Oh, cool. Love to see that. I love looking up online.
We will check that
I
out.
like bluegrass merch.
All right.
What's a fast tune that we can play? Is there any fast songs you know?
If I could be
What's that? No.
your dream.
Other than that,
I love that song. We should learn that song.
how about
What is your best
Let's sing
crazy?
a good singing song. Let's sing
Yeah, we
a
haven't
good
done
song.
Windy City? Windy City.
Hey, before you guys play something,
We can try that.
I noticed that you, John, and Jeremy both switched instruments.
We have switched instruments. I am playing a Kentucky KM606. It's the first one of these we've had. It's kind of their like plain Jane model. And actually it doesn't sound too bad right here.
No, I actually like it better than a lot of their upper end Kentucky mandolins. I played it last night. I was actually surprised. That said, it's a lot like a 315, except for a lot more money.
Yeah. So if you're a fan of
935.
Kentucky, it's a really good option in Kentucky in their entry level. If you just want a really good mandolin, I would still lean more towards the 315 because the neck on this is a little honky and flat.
Kentucky mandolins. That's my question.
I am not much of a fan, honestly. They've got a name. I've played some that are like monster extreme good, and I've played some complete duds. And I think that's the biggest problem is if you're not hand voicing each top, you're going to be hit and miss. Depending on the stiffness of the wood, you're going to get a really good mandolin because it's perfect for their predetermined bracing and top thickness. And then you're going to get some that are too dense or too soft, and they're going to be duds. So you'll hit some every now and then. It's just the luck of the draw. Where if you're hand voicing each top, you're working for that piece of wood, shaving down the bracing and carving the top a little thinner, and you're more consistent. So that's my 2 cents.
Yeah.
That's like 4 cents right
But
there.
this one sounds really
That
good.
was my hot take.
That was a pretty hot take.
Do
Somebody
you use
asked.
a bow for the
yeah.
double bass sometimes? Yes, I do. That's what this thing's for. You put your bow
Says
in here.
quiver.
Unfortunately, it's not in there, and I'm not going to play it today. So
John, what are you playing?
I don't do it
I
very
moved to the
well.
43 Reserve. This is the Atkins 25th anniversary 43 Reserve. Very J45-like, mahogany back and sides. Except this one has an Adirondack top. It sounds fantastic with Madagascar rosewood for the fretboard and bridge. I did that backwards, the fretboard and the bridge. This sounds great. I love this guitar. This one is for sale. Just came in.
I like that burst on that. It's nice.
It's very Gibson-y.
Very good.
So I want to know more about the bass yet. This is my personal bass. I never get to play different basses.
This was
is
from
an
the
Epiphone
50s,
from
right?
The 50s. Yeah,
It's seen some road wear.
it's a good bass. My mother bought it in the newspaper for $300 back in the 90s.
From an orchestra musician that was on strike.
The Denver Symphony. They weren't paying him, so he had to sell some instruments. It's a gooder. And John, what strings are on your guitar?
This one right here, I don't know for sure, but this sure feels like these are the new E or the new
XS.
S strings. That's what it feels like to me.
Mediums, lights?
These are lights, but I usually play mediums.
All right, Windy City.
We can try
How's
that.
that start?
I'll just
We
sing it.
came.
Yep. We came to you, big city, from our little country town. But every step she takes with you is down. But you're as cold and heartless as your chilling winds that blow before Normally I sing that higher than that, but yeah, it's been a long time, and I'm still recovering from all the talking I did over the NAMM Show.
Over the noise. That was one thing, is they had condensed 3 floors down into one, so the drums and all that were kind of in the same area. It got loud for a while.
It did.
A little talking loud.
So we're talking about the Juliet, John.
Juliet?
I had somebody thanking us for telling them.
Configurations. We got the inside scoop.
Shh. Yes, there's going to be some. Oh, yeah, they're top
They've
secret
got
stuff
some
coming
cool stuff,
in.
yeah.
We got to see some prototypes for some new stuff.
In that Juliet
Format.
platform,
Yep.
as they call it.
Yep,
So, yeah,
absolutely.
there'll be some new ones coming out.
Yep. Look at that. That's a cool little guitar, unique and a little bit different, yet also has some familiarity for a lot of players out there too. So
Really cool neck joint. I don't know if they're showing that off that much.
I don't think they did.
Crazy compound radius
Pocket. Yep.
Neato.
Easy to remove and switch out and do things with, so that'd be
When
cool.
do you anticipate the Bourgeois F styles being ready for sale?
By the end of this year.
By the end of this year, they did say that. That's just a pretty loose one. I know that they've already got prototypes in the air that were arriving in Maine. They should be there right now.
Yeah, they have them.
I'm thinking that production shouldn't take long to ramp up on that. I think late summer, probably fourth quarter, beginning of the fourth quarter.
One of
we'll see
the
F
kind of
styles.
exciting things about that is with all the social media and video marketing we do, we are going to be getting the very first prototypes of the
All of
Touchstone
those.
and the Bourgeois A-style and F-style mandolins to do reviews and film. We got to hold the footage until they're ready to release, but we are going to have those in here soon.
Yep.
We may give the TikTokers a little sneak peek on those, maybe not.
I have been told I might see the Bourgeois Touchstones as soon as July.
One of the cool things on TikTok, if you're not on there, every Thursday we film demos and we kind of just set the camera up the way it is now and leave it rolling while we're trying to figure out what we're going to play and say, so you may get some sneak peeks on products before we actually release them to YouTube.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
The rest of you are missing out if you're not TikToking.
You need to TikTok.
Somebody else has thanked us for giving a good overview of the NAMM show,
Thank you.
especially the Bourgeois mandolins, which was a kind of a surprise. We heard about them ahead of time, but nobody really knew they were coming.
Yep. Somebody was asking, what was the $509 guitar and which one was $5K? I don't remember which guitars were
Keegan's
playing.
got the answer to that.
So that was actually a TikTok that
I
we
remember
posted.
that.
It was comparing that organ build Brazilian breedlove
Yep.
versus one of the other, I can't remember which one. I believe it was the bourbon myrtlewood one.
Ah,
Yeah, but it was the Brazilian, obviously.
which is an incredible guitar.
Did it have a number like
I have
number
a
8?
guy that's
or
looking
B,
at getting that.
1 or 2?
That's 1 out of 20. Did you know that? They're only making 20 of that Brazilian breedlove. It is an incredible guitar. I had a guy that was doing a live, he may have already bought it. He said he was going to call this morning. Hopefully he has.
We did a
because,
virtual meeting.
Yeah, we did a virtual. If you have not seen that, if you're interested in guitars and mandolins and stuff, you can set up a virtual appointment with myself or one of our other sales staff. We can get in here, and it's been actually very good. We get to converse about what they're looking for. Even if that's something, a guitar that they're interested in, we can play it back and forth, show it to them, and then go and find something else that may work better. It's been actually a really successful
I invite
program.
people to schedule appointments with me just to talk about Stranger Things and just
There you
take
go.
on it.
I can
Your
do
hot
that.
take.
You know, hot take.
Hot takes.
Oh, there you go. Well, we're kind of getting close to that time. If you guys don't have any other questions or requests, we'll probably be headed out here soon.
Get back to work.
Tomorrow
New
is going to
Guitar
be
Thursday.
New Guitar Thursday, where
Yep.
John is going to talk about new guitars on Thursday.
At
Yeah.
3:30, join us live on all your local channels.
And then
It'll
on
be all these channels
TikTok,
we're on now.
starting probably about 11 o'clock, we're going to start filming our reviews, so you guys will be able to watch that in the background.
Yeah, follow that on TikTok, and then back again on Tuesday for Takeover Tuesdays with your host Jackson.
Some mandolin Mondays on Monday. We got
Squirrely
stuff
fingers.
coming. If you guys have questions, just leave them there, and we'll answer them on the next segment of Shop Talk.
That's right.
Make
It
sure
will
to
be a
like
blast.
and subscribe to all our channels. We are
Do
on
it, or
TikTok.
else.
We are on YouTube. We're on Facebook. We are on Twitch. We are on Twitter. We are on LinkedIn. Where else?
Do not forget
One other
Jeremy's
one, Instagram.
OnlyFans site.
OnlyFans, yes,
Everybody
OnlyFans.
spends-
Do not
This week
go
I-
to Jeremy's OnlyFans.
One lucky OnlyFan will get my
No.
socks from NAMM. I only wore one pair of socks and walked
his
7 miles
butter
each
pants.
day.
Wow.
Giving away his butter
And his
pants.
butter
This
pants.
idiot left a stick of butter from breakfast in his pants that
So
melted.
we got these breakfast sessions at NAMM, and you go through a buffet line, and they give you those sticks that are kind of frozen. I'm like, I'm going to put this in my pocket, and it'll be warm by the time I get to the table. And I forgot I had it in there. And I went to
Shoved
shake
his
somebody's
hand in
hand and
there.
reach my hand in my pocket. Like,
My theory is that that's how you play so fast on the mandolin.
There is a
In
theory.
the words of Hammond, you've got butterfingers?
I got an idea. Let's do Daybreak in Dixie and close out with that. I want to do something fast. I'll do that.
Okay, let's go.
This is really fast. This is really fast. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. That's Jeremy playing way too
forgot how that
fast
went.
again.
That's it. Do it again.
Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. There you go. Thanks for joining us for Shop Talk. We will see you tomorrow for New Guitar Thursday, as well as behind the scenes of our filming of all kinds of stuff. So there you go.
We will.
Thank you all. Hope you had fun. Adios. Bye, everybody.